Rain delaying the Red Sox and Orioles in Baltimore for 27 minutes at the start, but once the game got going, there was plenty of action. Top of the fourth, it's 1-0 Boston, and Stephen Drew steps in with 2 men aboard.
And Drew hits one high and deep to right. Markakis turns around. It is gone. 3-run home run for Stephen Drew. Just what the Red Sox needed. They take a 4-0 lead.
That home run comes against Scott Feldman. Ryan Dempster making the start for Boston. He has a 4-1 lead here in the fifth. Men at the corners for Baltimore with nobody out. Nate McLeod strikes out for the first out of the frame. Then Manny Machado will bounce with the shortstop for the inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Dempster wiggles out of further damage. Top six now. Drew goes back to work against Troy Patton. He'll send one deep to right with a man aboard, and that ball will ricochet off something and back into the field of play. Is it gone or is it not? Well, Jared Saltalamacchia is not taking anything for granted. He'll hustle home to score. Then Drew gets caught in a rundown in between third and home, but he ends up coming in to score anyway. As the O's can't apply the tag, it ends up that this rundown was not necessary. Upon review, it's called a home run as the ball hits just below a railing beyond the right center field wall. Drew picks up his second homer of the game, his second career multi-home run outing, and it's 6-1 Boston. Top seven now, it's 6-2 Boston, and Shane Victorino looks to extend that lead against Jairo Asensio.
There's a drive to deep right field for Victorino, down the line and gone. Blast to right field for Shane Victorino, his 5th home run of the year, and the Red Sox take a 7-2 lead.
But 2 batters later, the real fireworks begin. David Ortiz at the plate against Asensio. On a 3-0 pitch, Ortiz appears to call time. Home plate umpire Tim Timmons does not grant it, then calls a high strike. Ortiz can't believe it. He had already tossed the bat away and was ready to take his base. Instead, the at-bat continues. The next pitch from Asensio is called a strike as well. Ortiz does not like that one either. The count runs full. And on the 3-2 pitch, Ortiz strikes out on the breaking ball, and Big Papi is not happy. He has some words for Timmons on the way back to the dugout, and once he gets there, Ortiz goes berserk. He takes his aggression out on the phone casing inside the dugout. He destroys it, and Big Papi is ejected from the game. He then tries to go back on the field and go after Tim Timmons. John Farrell has to restrain Ortiz. Dustin Pedroia even has to get involved. Ortiz's night comes to an abrupt end. The phone casing in the dugout is destroyed, but the phone still works. Not a complete loss for Boston. In fact, not a loss at all. The Red Sox win this one 7-3. The Red Sox remain a half game back of Tampa Bay for first place in the American League East. Ryan Dempster records win number 6 on the year, but his first since June 25th, and Stephen Drew ties his career high by driving in 5 runs.